Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my series of Take a Look At. And this episode is episode 24, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm now going to look at Dead in Vinland. Okay, I'm IVATOPIA, and basically, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I got this game as part of a Humble Bundle, the monthly thing, if I'm not mistaken. And it looked quite good, so I thought I'd have a look at it. I've not tried this before. From my impressions, I haven't read anything about it, like on the Steam page or nothing. From my impressions, looking quickly at the Steam page and just looking at the screenshots, it looks a bit like, what's that game? Darkest Dungeon, if I'm not mistaken. It looks a bit like that, with like roguelike abilities or something. So that's a rogue game anyway. So that's what I'm expecting. Let's see if it is. But first, we're going to do settings. I've already quickly went to the settings though. Turn this down because this was way too loud, and this was too loud, so I'll turn the music down. So I'll keep that on 10. Because obviously, it's quite loud otherwise. Okay, so we have language English, display mode full screen, yes, fine. Back speed, multiple duration of what? Actions, feedback, okay, feedback, action, What's that? Enables, disables the parallax motion, 3D motion of the camera. But you really shouldn't disable that because it makes us really sad. Okay. Whatever that means. Move camera left, so stuff okay. Open a web page in your navigator where we will be able to manage your personal data. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we have credits and new games. Let's go new game. Boom. Choose a profile. Okay. I'll be slot 1. Name your profile. Doesn't seem like much, which you will most likely feel rewarded with a sense of pride and accomplishment. Okay, let's see if it happens. IVATOPIA. Did I feel rewarded? Nah. What are you talking about? Choose your fate. You'll have to buy the Headstrong Mode DLC to enable this game. Okay, so obviously got the basic version. This is an endless sandbox roguelike mode, no pesky story, only survival. You will be able to choose your starting and recruited characters and customize them. Oh, so with that, well, if I had a DLC, you could pick them, so I guess I don't get to pick who I am with the story. All dialogues between character, story, events, and quests will be disabled. What's the point then? If it's a story-driven game and you're going to have the story removed. Okay. I guess basically because it's just see as long as you can last. The map is randomized and will be regenerated regularly. Just try to survive as long as you can. As humanly can. Okay. Follow the story of Mary Viking family while they starve to death on an unknown island. Okay, that sounds it. Let follow stories people starve to death. Yeah, that sounds very interesting. I assume we're trying not to starve to death. It's not literally going to be start the game. You know, I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry too. I think he's already dying for starvation, yeah, but I'm hungry. Oh, let's sleep. Oh, woke up, she's dead. Okay. I think I'm going to pass out to it. Hopefully that's not just a game, because that makes it sound very, very boring. This is the default mode for Dead in Vinland. When I started this episode originally, I actually cut it out, but for some reason, I don't know why I read it as Dead in... What did I say? Vine Lord. I don't know why. I was like, Dead in Vine Lord. Like, no, okay, start again. Hello, everybody. And I've called it Vine Lord. I've got no clue why I called it Vine Lord. Start here to understand what the game is about. Beware! The game is meant to be hard. Okay, even on default difficulty, so don't hesitate to load the difficulty if you struggle. It's perfectly normal and understandable. Well, like I said, this is to take a look at, so if I get killed in the next 40 minutes, that is fine. Obviously, I don't want to be killed in the first minute, but that will not be fine, but we'll see. Oh, what's this stuff? Additional content available, no stories. Additional content available, endless mode, battle of the headlands, that's probably from that. Additional content, the Vinland. I guess that's to do with DLCs, is it? Story! Choose your challenge. Ring options. Applies to every skill checks as well as hit critical chances battle. Default, standard, uniform, some stream, good, bad, luck. So what options do we have? Oh, what's statistical? Oh, it just tells you at the bottom anyway. Enforces ration ratio of successful fails, mimicking the expected statistical output for a series of random throws within the same range, which should avoid getting streaks of extreme results. Should make the game easier. Standard uniform distribution, some extreme good bad luck streaks are to be expected. The way the game was designed. Okay, I'll go with the way the game's designed. Kosher says. Applies to every value within range, type of random throws. Damage in battle, items attained, character stats increase, decrease. To enable you will more often get an average result in a given. Oh, really sorry about this, people. So in the given range, like I said, I'm trying to get up early, running on 2 or 3 hours sleep to get these recorded before my wife gets up and then my dog gets up, and then I'm going in for a couple hours nap. And she normally doesn't bark while I sleep. That's good. You know, she barks on the computer trying to record right now. I need to get out of the habit, but for now, this is the best way around it. So I'm going to yawn a bit, especially when I'm recording my second part. This is my second episode I'm doing today. I already did a take a look at episode earlier. That was of the Black Desert Online, and now I'm doing this one straight after. So how's it going to affect me in the second one a bit more? Hopefully, I can try and cut it out the best I can. You know, pause as we put you down. Yawns now. But you want to stop it. Okay, may I have a drink? That might knock me out of it a bit. Come on, get it together. Okay, what's this? If survivor's too harsh, try going on vacation instead. Huh? How the game is intended to be played. So we'll go with that, but what do you mean on vacation? 50% of all skills. Oh, it's basically easy mode. Level degradation. Oh, it's easy mode, okay. For the most violent end, or crazy players. Custom, fiddle with it, okay. True Viking. True Vikings don't need no checkpoints, they live, oh, so it's based IMAT mode. Live day to day, knowing perfectly well that they only have the current save. We strongly advise you against playing in True Viking on your first try, very, very hard. It's very hard, I don't know why for the very end. The game mechanics will be explained once the introduction is over. If this is your first time playing in Vinland, we really advise against skipping the tutorial, even if you have played Dead in Bermuda. So much has changed. What's Dead in Bermuda? Oh, must be another game by now, I guess. Dead in Bermuda? So they like being dead, apparently. Skip the first introductory dialogue so that you can start playing right away if you already know the story of the game. Well, I doubt it's my first time playing. If this is your first time playing the Dead in Vinland, we really advise against doing that. So I guess I could save, it's probably best for now. Okay, tick. Hopefully it's voiced over.
I've always had simple needs.
So far so good?
A roof. A family.
What the?
A peaceful life. But, like the skalds sing, you can't always get what you want. And what the gods gave me was fire and steel. Kill the bastard! They screamed.
Wow.
Luckily, we were warned in time. I can't forget the tears of my beloved Bloodywed when they burned down our house. Our memories. Ow. I yelled, drop these bags and row if you want to live. We barely escaped on a stolen boat, with no map and no destination. They didn't bother to follow us.
So just trying to real life.
Back. We were exiled. This is how our miserable journey began.
Oh, okay.
We drifted for days.
For days?
Depressed, hungry, lost.
But I got very fast.
We reached the end of the world. When the gods sent us the most terrible storm, our fate was decided. Death, oblivion. Then we saw it, coming out of nowhere. Salvation.
Salvation?
Or Loki's dirty tricks.
Alright, I got some bad luck, haven't they, this family?
The gods are playing with us. But I just know that we must survive.
Okay. Hopefully it's fully voiced, not just the opening cutscene. Because it means I can listen, and so you don't have to hear me trying to read it and yawning in between. Okay. For reasons they cannot fathom. Loading. There goes out the window. Okay, so I have to read it. Bloody weed, Karl Mara, where are you? Okay, I don't know why it just feels off with the mouth and the silence. And yes, I know I've turned the music down, but I've got on 10%, so... And that shouldn't really affect the talk, it just feels a bit off for some reason. We're here, honey, we're fine! I don't know, I got my finger on it, it just feels weird. It's not like I've played games like this before, it just feels very weird. Odin be praised. I think the mouse just moving up and down. I don't think it's moving because of the words itself. I think that's why it feels off. The old father has completely abandoned us. It seems I wouldn't have bet on it, considering the last turn of events. Okay, maybe they are matching it. I don't know. It just feels weird for some reason. Kara, are you alright, my child? Yeah, Mum. I'm great. Our home burned, Nerja's best storm in our asses, and Dad's perfect landing on the sharp rocks of Unknown Island. A perfect day. Oh, good choice. Nice. Comfort her. Mara and joke with her. Oh, this is the different people. Yes, the names. So, Bloodweed, he's the dad, if I'm not mistaken. You're her. And who's Eric? Is he your brother? So, comfort her, joke with her, scold her. Joke with her, why not? Oh, okay, so it's a different person. In our misery, we can be thankful that we didn't get Nerja drawn up our asses, believe me, honey. Gross. I'm going to throw up. Depressed. Well done. Oh. So they got depressed from that, but their relationship got better. Okay. Yeah, well, that's cute and all, but what do we do now? Do you have an idea where we are, Eric? Okay, so he's Eric. Okay. So I thought Bloodweed was him, so he's Eric. No, we drifted far to the west. That's one thing with some of these games I wish they would do. When you have all these names and you don't 100% know who they are, I would like it, you highlight the thing where it said, like, Eric. And maybe a tiny picture of him come up. Then, oh, yeah, that's Eric. You know. Or you highlight and a tiny picture, oh, that's her. Because half the time you get to these games and they got these weird names and you're like, okay, Morgan's saying this. Who the bloody hell's Morgan again? Was it the black haired or was it the blonde? Okay, Morgan said this. Oh, it's a redhead, duh! You know, and you don't actually take what you want to say. No, we drifted far to the west over many days to the end of the world as we know it. As we know it. Never heard of an island that far to the west. I don't think any Norseman ever went here. Oh, she looked annoyed. So you're Bloodweed. So Bloodweed red. Well, Bloodweed? Because blood would be another O, take the E out. Blonde would have an N on it. Bloody-wed? We should explore the vicinity and see if we can find someone that could help us. So, Mora. I hope that someone doesn't turn out to be a frost giant or worse. We'll see. Family still disorientated by the shipwreck started to look around. They decided to walk away from the sad remains of their ship and explore the woods. The forest was as silent as themselves. The atmosphere was getting tense when... She jumped out of nowhere. Look over there, a track. Carrie rushed to take the path, and the others followed her. They continued like this for almost an hour when they finally found the end of the path outside the forest. A wooden shack just here. Doesn't seem to be inhabited though. Look for survivors. You look around for a while when you find 3 piles of dusty bones. One of them has a big hole in his skull. Here they are. Bones. Depressed. Depressed. Wow. Wow. So we found 3 bones and everyone's out of press. I guess we can use the bones though. So it's like, yeah, great! And then we got the press for it. Who do you think they were? How did they die? Is the island inhabited? What do we do now? Who do you think they were? How did they die? They did not die in their bed, and they died at the same time, more or less. This one got skull smashed by a blunt weapon. There must have been a struggle here. Who do you think they were? Who cares? They're dead now. Wow. She's a nice person. Maybe they shipwrecked on this island like us. Maybe they shipwrecked long ago. Who do you think they were? I asked that. How did they die? Is the island inhabited? There were 3 people living on the island at some time, so we can hope that there are more. But we can't be sure. We'll be sure when we have explored all of the island. Yes and no, because there's only 4 of you. If the island's big enough and you can't explore everything at the same time, the people who are there could be moving and you keep missing them. What do we do now? Now we try our best to survive. There's no hope of turning back to our home. Only fire and steel awaits us there. So we must start a new life here. It may be a land of new possibilities for us, as long as we stick together forever. Ah, the relationship's gone up. Ah, you know what to say. I'm thankful to Frig to be able to endure this hardship with my husband, my dear sister, and my daughter. Oh, it was your sister. Okay, makes sense. For the reason when it's a family, I was expecting a man, wife, and a boy and a girl. But yeah, you can have sisters. Oh yeah, they're gonna get it on soon. Okay, that's only 4 characters. Oh, my mouse moves to background. Huh. I was glad there's only 4 characters, because you can imagine there's like 20 of them. Ding! 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 Oh, come on, ding! Ding! Like every time something happens. Without my family, I wouldn't have the will to fight and live. Roar. We're here for you, sister, always. Just what I'm saying. It's like 10 of these characters, 20 of them. But I still hope this cursed island is habited. Time will be very long if it's just the 4 of us. I think it'll be longer if there's more. It'll be ding, 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 ding. And we'll need husbands if we want to repopulate the island, right, Carrot? Okay, is she a little young? Did you just wink at her? Yeah, she's winking at her. Wow. No, way. Ever. You can stay in bed with your dirty dreams. I'm going to explore this island and make it mine. Well, technically, if she's the sister of the wife, technically the husband could, with his wife obviously, and her, technically, you know, the blood's not going to be mixed, is it? If they're the only ones and they have to repopulate. That's assuming there's no one ever. And then she can have a kid or 2, and Dee can have a kid or 2, and then the clan grows, and at that point then be brothers and sisters. They couldn't really populate anymore without turning them to blue or something stupid, because their genetics get mixed and up. But whatever. Listen everyone, now is not the time for jokes. We still have plenty to do if we want to survive. I thought she was being serious. We still have enough portable water for a few days if we ration ourselves, but we can't rely on that. I found 2 big barrels that we can use as containers for our water. Oh. What was the green thing for? Don't forget, don't drink water coming from the rivers before boiling it. You'll be sick to death. Why would you be sick drinking from rivers? I always thought that was the thing. If the water's moving, you know, it's fresh. Obviously, you don't drink from the sea because of salt. But a river, if it's moving, it's fresh. If it's not moving, it's still, you don't touch it. So that means we need to build a fire quickly. I only have 1 fire mushroom left. Here, take it. The fudge fire mushroom. Tinder. Why did you say tinder? Good, we'll need to build a lot of things if we want to settle here. I'll set up a workshop with a few tools where we can work quietly. But we'll need resources, wood, stone, ropes. We can scavenge wood from our ship for now. We still had a bit of food left on it too. We should go fetch it. Yes, but it won't last long. We mustn't rely on that too much. I looked around and found some things we could use. Check it out. Good girl. Very good girl. Oh, you could have got more stone back though. Bad girl. And she looks like it. She knows I said that. Sorry. Good job, Kara. Ah, ding! The love is real. Love is in the air. We should explore the surroundings some more. We may find food, resources, and whatnot. And beasts and traps. I agree that we should explore, but be careful. We don't know where to expect. Let's start working on this camp. We have plenty to do. Okay, now what do we do? Day 1 now. Build your camp 1 of 14. Game save, nice. Dead in Vinland is a turn-based game, so you can always take your time to think. Each day is divided into 3 phases, morning and afternoon. 3? That's 2. During which your characters can perform various tasks on the camp, and then the night as the 3rd one. When they discuss, eat, drink, and rest a little before the next day. Okay. Your most critical resources are your fire and your water. Always keep an eye on their level. Okay, so fire, water. Without fire. What's this one? Non-potable water. Okay, so that can't move. This one can. Okay. Boom. Click on this button to access the water fire management. Right now, the fire is completely off. You can light the fire using 5 wood and 1 tinder. And that's exactly what we have. Once lit, you only need to feed it some wood. When it intensely decreases, be careful though. Without fire, the family won't hold for long, and tinder is pretty scarce. Can I look for wood before I turn it on? Oh, you want me to turn it on, don't you? Yes, you do. Purify some water. They also can survive drinking non-potable water, so it needs to be purified. Oh, they can't. Into potable water by boiling it. Notice the decrease of fire intensity in the process. This will definitely require some fine-tuning management. Well, we've done a lot for now, so that's fine. Put a bit more tinder. Okay. Condition excellent. Water supply. Now is the time to assign some tasks to your characters. There are still some supplies left in your shipwreck. Someone should take care of scavenging it. Okay. All the characters can be accessed from the sidebar, and just need to be dragged and dropped onto the activity slot in the camp. So, boom. For now, drag Mora and drop her onto the search slot. Mora. Shelter. Okay, that's not who. Okay, which was Mora? Fudge, I forgot. Is she Mara? Okay, again, I think this should, oh yeah, it tells me now. This should give me the names. Great, we'll see later how to execute all these side tasks. Once everyone has something to do, someone should take care of fetching some more water. Drag a bloodweed and drop her onto the fetch. Okay, so that's a female. So, drop her onto the what? The fetch water slot. Oh, it's got a thing tell me who it is, isn't it? That's bloodweed though. Fetch water. Done, yeah? Oh, the slot's there. Is she the right slot? Can I put it back over here a minute? Or at least she's stuck there now. Look, it has to be it. Okay. Now what? Oh, it's bloodweed. Duh. So that doesn't. No, it's not the right one. You. Bloodweed, there we go. I was doing the wrong person. So for some reason I was thinking that star thing meant them. It's supposed to be where they are at the time. Okay, whatever. You definitely need to upgrade your camp to be able to decently live there. The workshop enables the crafting activity and contains many ways to improve your camp. You can build new activity stations and also upgrade existing ones. Okay. Assign Eric to crafting. So Eric was the guy. The father. Choose a crafting path. Some stations have additional options available, accessible by clicking on station. On the station. Remember to look for these, especially when a new station has just been built. Click on the workshop and choose crafting plan. Choose a crafting plan. Wood is a pretty basic resource, useful to keep the fire blazing and craft some more things. It's probably a good idea to build a lumber camp as soon as possible. Oh, quite a few things we can build. Oh, tavern. How do you get a whole town going theoretically? Neat. Oh, okay. So this is the resources it needs. Oh, that's that amount we had. The workshop is currently damaged, which is indicated by the colour within the hammer icon. Okay. Click here to have a global view of the camp conditions and able to repair station. Okay. Every station apart from shipwreck and expedition camp deteriorate a bit every night, and every time they are being used by some characters. Low conditions means lower efficiency, so be sure to repair them frequently to keep them at maximum output. So how to repair? Shelter. Don't use too many resources, you will need them to build your lumber camp. When crafting, the required items are only consumed when the task is actually... Oh, I thought you already took the stuff! Allowing you to change your mind before going to the next phase. You will get control back after. Okay. Hopefully I didn't use my wood up then. Last but not least, exploration. Remember, the family just arrived on an unknown island. Who knows what they will find? Resource dangers, maybe even people. Assign Kara to explore slot. So that's the little girl then, isn't it? Boom! We understand you wish to assign whoever you want to whatever task you want, and you'll be able to do that pretty soon. But for this tutorial, we really need you to follow these steps. Assign Mara to shipwreck. It's the right one, isn't it? Kara. Assign Bloodweed to the water supplies, Eric to the workshop, select the lumber camp plan and crafting pop-up, assign characters. I did that. Yes? What's wrong? What haven't I done? Okay, I've done that. Or is it just trying to tell me I haven't done something? Assign Morris to the shipwreck. Okay, you're Eric. Eric's for the workshop, yes. Captain Proctor, so that's working. Bloodweed. Bloodweed's supposed to go where? To the water supply. There she is. Because you can't move over this, it's got to be here. Eric to the workshop, I've already seen that. Mora to shipwreck. Oh, I haven't done Mora, have I? You were Mora. You didn't tell me to do this one, did he? Finally, all the characters have something to do. You'll just need to let the time flow and observe the outcome of activity. Okay. Let's click it then. Oh, she's found some fabric. Nice. Raw fish. Okay. Fish bait. Okay. Good. Some ointment. More ointment. Different type though. Yeah, you're tired now. And depressed. Actually, I think she went up for depression, didn't she? Okay. If you're exploring, should you actually physically go somewhere, not just look at a map? Looks like Kara just finished exploring a new area of the island. Did you bloody move? Let's have a look at what's there using the map. Click on the newly discovered area marked with the red exclamation mark to open it. Every area contains exactly one thing you can interact with. Find it, click it to display all the available actions. Also, these can only be used a fixed amount of time, 2 times, etc. And the red ones indicate that you won't be able to do any other action afterwards. Please note that performing these actions won't affect the time of the day, so you can do as many as you wish can. You can also choose to keep some for later. Okay. I know, barrel resting on the shore. It seems pretty empty and useless. If it has already been looted, all the containers are scattered somewhere near. Take the wood, search for loot. Search for loot. Who will perform this action? Well, since she's exploring, it wouldn't make sense, huh? Whatever the barrel contained, the sea claimed, but maybe the waves and scattered the contents of the barrel too far away. Just the sandbags, dig under the barrel. You searched the area for the lost contents of the barrel? A shimmering light in the sand catches your eye. You dig a little to find a small something stone, indistinct stone. Warm to the touch, lucky you. Yay! Bye, Crystal. Foul smelling potion. Oh, so I can't take the wood now. Oopsie. Back to the camp. Some items are usable, which means they can be used instantly on any character. Those are very useful in keeping them up and running, so you should definitely remember to use them. You can access the use item pop-up via the sidebar or by clicking directly on a character. So, use an item. Try using an item on the character who needs it the most, or because you have a personal preference. It's up to you after all. What's it do? Oh, here. Swallow bit to relieved of flatulence, also protects from plague. Okay, she's the most, actually. I'll go with her. She's the most out of it. Oh, it takes the depression down. Oh, that's what it does. It takes the depression down. Okay, who's the most depression? Let's look at this one. Actually, thinks you're in it. Oh. I can take your depression down. Sickness, 3%. Oh, 10%. Duh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh. Yeah, I shouldn't have used that yet. What's this one do? That was fine. Wait, it's higher to make it to use it better. I just messed that up, didn't I? He had like 3, and I used 10, and it made it 3 for some reason. In order to manage properly the family's well-being and efficiency, your most valuable assets is the character sheet, where you can find all the pieces of information you need about each character. You can access the character sheet via the sidebar, or by clicking directly on the character. Character sheet. The health of the characters is composed of 5 distinctive parts, and any of... Sorry, I could get tired. Ugh, stabby headache. If any of these goes all the way to 100%, the character dies. If one of the 4 family members dies, the game's over. What the? Why one dies, it's game over? The game should continue because you got 3 people alive still. I don't agree with that part. Every character has different strengths expressed by the skills. Skills will increase over time when being used. I don't agree with that. Because like I was saying, like, she dies, why would the other 3 just die? They've got to commit suicide or something. Okay. Every task in the camp is associated to a skill, and a character with a higher skill will yield better results. You should now be able to plan the next phase on your own, leaving the characters to their current tasks or swap them around depending on their skills and needs. Use items, repair stations, etc. Once everything seems fine, just click on the next button and end the phase. Okay. Add a bit of that to that. Oh, so yeah, it's only 7. License parts. Okay, read that. Oh, I didn't read this one. Skills are grouped in 4 categories, each of which being negatively affected by different elements of health. Okay. Mental, endurance, concentration, physical. So how do I know who's good at doing the water? You know what task is the water? Or is it scavenging? Okay, scavenging now. Why does it tell you the scavenging abilities? Okay, 44. I was saying it's -6 right now, so it's 41. So who's the best scavenger? Ooh. Okay, you are the best scavenger. So you can stay. What's this one? Crafting. I might put the best ones there anyway, mightn't it, for me? What's the crafting ability? I don't see one specifically says crafting. Okay. I'm just going to keep my money on. I don't see a crafting one. Camara's nice. So after this, he'll sleep, basically. Number camp, nice. So finally finished it. The island is covered in a beautiful forest, so finding trees is not a problem, but cutting trees and bringing them back to camp is. Enables wood cutting activity for one character, nice. So he can start wood cutting stuff. Oh, there it is. Oh, she's drinking water before she goes exploring, you know, she didn't leave the spot. At least the crafting and the water things makes sense, and where she's at the boat makes sense, but she can't just leave. The sun is fading, time for the family to make the final arrangements before the night, during which they will chat, drink some water, eat a bit, and sleep. There is nothing set in stone, but a good rule of thumb is to have some food, approximately 1 potable water per person. I'm assuming when it says 1, it means like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because then that means a bit low. And food, I don't know. I don't even know what my food is. And be sure that the fight intensity is high enough. 27. So that it won't die down during the sleep. Just click on the end of day when everything is taken care of. Okay, that's fine now. That should be enough, we'll just be safe. Okay, so that should be fine now, like I said. Oh, I should check that place. Oops. I'll check it tomorrow. Okay, that's enough for today. Come everyone, it's time to grab a bite. And try to sleep a little. You can start without me. I want to consolidate the shelter some more. Consolidate. You shouldn't overdo it, Eric. The shadows are already dancing with us. No, really, I can. I must do it. Do it. It's my fault if you... Not again, Eric. We already discussed that topic. You don't have to take the blame alone for what is happening to us. Oh, she's annoyed with him. But you heard, like me, honey, the men that burned our home were after me. They screamed, "Kill the B word." Doesn't necessarily mean you. They could have called these B words. I'm the B word. It's my burden to bear alone. Oh, Grace is depressed. Why did they call you that? That's a story I like to hear. If we weren't close to dying from starvation, of course. We should make traps. The forest must be full of tiny meat-eating lakes. And full of big dangers. I prefer you stay here with me. There's plenty to do at the camp. In your dreams, Mum. Yeah. So, prefer you stay here at the camp. She's literally been the one exploring, but whatever. Oh, they're all getting annoyed with each other. Great. Okay, we have some axes. We have some bags. We're good to cut trees in the forest from now on. I'll let you take care of that. I don't have the muscle for it. You can help too, Mora. You must strengthen your body. You're too weak. Hey, caramba, we'll just attack each other into the night. I'm the sister who got the mind, and you got the muscle. Wow. They're gonna end up killing each other before the night's over. And I got both. Ah, you should do, child. You sure do, child. Oh, finally something nice between them. Cutting trees is tiresome, but hauling them back to camp even more so. Anyone can help, but don't overdo it if you're too tired. You'll just end up hurting yourself. I just want to remind everyone that wood is our main resource for crafting and for keeping our fire. So we shouldn't overlook keeping a steady supply of wood. Okay, what's this? Every night the characters will most likely be dehydrated. The more potable water you give them, the more likely they will rehydrate. Staying dehydrated means penalties. Oh, sorry, not dehydrated. Dehydrated. This means penalties. And the dehydration will worsen after the next day if they reach dehydration 4 and are still not rehydrated. That night they will die. Drag and drop their allocated rations on each of them and finally click the next button. Okay, so they both. Why is that weird? I thought I had 4 to give. I guess was it workouts for? 100% chance to lower the character's dehydration by 2. Guess I have to go like this and give them that way. So that's dehydration, right? Not depression. Where's the dehydration? Ah, dehydrated 1. Okay, so I'll give you 1. She doesn't need it, but well, apparently she doesn't need any. Okay, so they're taking the drinks. Another way to do it. Okay, share the food. They also need to split whatever edible stuff they have. Different foods have different effects. Most of the food is perishable, so a good part of it will rot before the end of the night. They might be better off getting the most value out of it right now. Drag and drop food on each of them until satisfied and proceed to the end of the night clicking on the next button. Oh, it's raw fish. Wow. Ah, that's where to go down there. So I'll give 1 each for everybody. Yes. Hopefully we can catch more tomorrow. Next. Oh, there's a fire. Fire's dying. Do we survive tonight? Today is the weather sunny during the day. Upcoming night weather effects, nothing. Night effects. Huh. Okay. So let me check that place. Inspect. You'll stumble upon a large tree covered in fungus. It's the only nearby tree in such a state. You wonder why. Is it because of the golden sap leaking from the bark? Okay, check for fungus, gather wood, check the sap. Check for sap. Harvesting, 46. You check the sap. It's very sticky with a nice light ember, colour and surgery smell. You lick the sap and it tastes amazing. It's sweet as honey. Blood pressure's gone down. Nice. Gather some, harvesting. Drink more. Gather some, harvesting. Yeah, ticky wicky. You empty your water. Was that gourd? Whatever. And fill it with the delicious liquid. If you leave it to ferment, it will produce a delightful mead. Nice. We get mead tonight. That's what we do with this. Gather some wood. Guess he's the best at doing that. The tree is not in very good health, so finding good branches is tricky, but you're up to the challenge. Start selecting healthy wood. 12 wood, nice. We get to have a fire tonight. Gather more, 58%. Yeah, go for it. Oh, we screwed up. What does that mean? You find a good piece of wood. You pull it out of the trunk. It dislodges a strange looking fungus. Spores are released all over your arm. Great. You brush them off, but feel an itch. You scratch, but it itches even more. Damn spores! Okay, woods. His fracture's gone down. Oh, his sickness has gone up. Not good, not good. Can we check the fungus? Harvesting is you, so you're better at this. You already licked the tree, you might as well come back and check the fungus. You look at the fungus attached to the bark. Puzzled, you can't remember what they are used for. You scratch your head. Ah, it's tinder. Burn it all. Harvest tinder. Tinder. Yes, you got the job done. You separate the tinder from the bark with a knife. It smells like apple. Oh, good, nice. And it says red at tinder too. She found 2. Okay, back to the people. Which button would it be? Is it this? Oh, back to camp. So we need the water supply sorting out. Oh, we're a bit low on water, it seems. Add a bit more. There. Choose a crafting plan. What do you want to craft for us today? We have water supply. What does this do? There are several lakes and rivers nearby. We should send someone to fetch water. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's my water's getting low. We'll do a water supply. Boom. Oh, why can't I do it? Why can't I build it? Oh, maybe I have to find the lakes first. That could be why. That would make sense. What about a lower camp? Oh, okay, so these are already... Oh, these are locked, and these are to build, so I can make a tavern with the wood. What does that do? Enables drinking activity for 2 characters, enable beer brewing. Ooh. Harvesting camp. Enables fresh fruit harvesting for a character. Herbalistic. Healing tent. Fighting. Oh, fishing camp. I thought I said fighting. Fishing camp. That was food, because they are low in food right now, so probably that'll be best. Oh, I don't have enough rope. Crud. Can I make a rope camp? Do we have rope camps at all? Dryer, garden, pens. What's pens? Don't have enough for anything in that. Grant 3 pens to store sheep. Don't have any sheep. So I need a pen for a sheep I don't have. Enables plant gathering activity. Plants wouldn't give me rope, you'd think. Cooking pot. It was cooking activity one character, so I could cook stuff. Napping for a character. Oh, so someone can nap if they're in trouble. Okay. So anything like hunting? Oh, then that hunting camp. We should make some bows and arrows. Enable activity. Oh, I can't have enough. Forge enables crafting activity for one character. Forge, I got that. Harvesting. Juicy fruit, and we can find a forest fruit. I guess harvesting camp. Yeah, it'll have to be this, won't it? There's a lot of groves for juicy fruit that we can find in the forest. Fruits can be eaten for turn into juice. Yeah, I'll go with that. For a fight. Chance to trigger encounter based on hunting. Let's stick to this first. I would like to see what the fighting's like before we end this episode. Actually, let's take a look at Sarah's. Well, this particular episode, should I say. We'll get the hunting thing up. And then we'll try and do a fight after the fight. I think we've looked at the game enough for 52 minutes, so that'll probably be a good place to stop them. Gives you an idea of the game. A little different before. I was expecting to be a lot more fighting, like I said, the Darkest Dungeon. I was thinking this game would be like. Using the water up again, are we? Using the map water. The bop, the doop, the bo do 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 do. Fracture. Boom, boom, boom. Karen returns home running as if she saw a ghost. And, oh, maybe we're gonna get some fight. Mum! Dead! Everyone! Someone! There's someone! Holy fudge. A small group of armed men enters the camp. It looks like we're gonna get a fight with we want people. Good. Eric and Bloodwing step up, raising their arms in sign of peace. Wolves at the door! A huge muscular man walks in front of the group, a giant axe in his hand. 3 skulls are hanging from his leather belt. Eric, speak up. Baldwin, speak up. Karen, speak up. He's Eric, so Eric, speak up. Welcome, stranger. We come in peace. Our ship wrecked on the shore a few days ago. Courage. I love you for it, she's like. Ah, you talk like a woman, wimp. Oh, I don't know like that. Say, welcome to my axe, coward. As he says these words, he swings his axe with fury, wounding a surprised Eric. Then everyone charges into battle. Seriously? So he got hurt. Oh, so he has to be in it. Okay, oh, so who will fight? 1 of 3. Which way is it? 2 or 3. Action point 6. She has the most. 7. She did say she was the weakest one. 2. You know, she's better effectiveness. I'm gonna go with her. So we'll see what the combat's like, and then we'll end this. So I'll take a look at. And I think I've looked at most of the game then, or at least the gist of the game, haven't we? Prepare to fight. 1 or 2. Fights are turn-based. Characters have an intent value determining the turn order. Same intent equals random order. You can check the turn order at the top of it. Oh, okay, so basically, if it's 7 and 7, be random who goes first. If it's 6 and 7, the 6 goes first. It's refreshing at the beginning of each turn. About your health. Your character have 2 health bars. Lost grey hearts above 10 HP won't have any lasting consequences. Okay. But each red heart 10 to 0 loss will result in more injury and chances to get wounded. Huh, okay, interesting. The fate. Battle skills. Each skill requires its character to be in a given row to be used. They can easily switch between melee and range roles, but using the move skill. But Be aware that one can't be considered in the range row if there isn't anyone in the melee row. The melee one. Each skill requires a fixed amount of action points to be used. Okay, skills can be applied, various effects. Also notice that everyone has a chance to resist negative effects. You can also end your turn early with 1 extra AP for next turn. The character must have at least 1 AP to do it. Okay. So he's in the range, that's a melee. So I'm assuming melee has to hit someone in melee, otherwise it won't work. Okay, so what do we have access to now? Sniper shot. Can we fire that? What fire it do? Oh, pretty nice. But I think you completely missed. That was not that good. What do you have? Evasion stance. You're next. Enemy in any row. Try this. And you missed again. Or did you? I don't know. Okay, he definitely missed, did he? Nope. He sliced and diced you. And he's buffing himself. Insults. The insult apparently. Axe throw. Was just blocking. Okay, did you not have any silver at all? Thank God. All allies in current row. Current row. Bull charge. I mean melee row. Go for it! Oh, again? Yeah! I just sliced the throat. Oh, they're backing off. They're backing away! So scream at his family to give him a buff. Alrighty then, okay, who's next? You. No, you. I guess that's end turn. End turn. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Taunt. Guard. Shield bash. In the melee row. Okay, can I move forward then? Oh. No. They're not. Oh. Apparently it doesn't count melee through the back. Okay. I guess it's because I'm in a melee row. So as far as I go, let's see if you can actually do something this time. Hit and run. Did you actually hit him this time? Yes, you did. And you ran like a little scared chicken. Okay. He debuffed him. See what he does now. Tactical retreat. Oh, slicey dicey. Dicey, slicey, wicey. Oh, crud. She's gonna die. We're gonna lose the first side of the battle. Wing swing, all enemies in the melee row. That makes it a bit cool in his attack. Almost got him. Oh, get over her. Taunt. Probably goes for her future, because she can take it. Ow, what a shot. Finish him. Finish him, finish him, finish him. And sorry about the beeping, wipes up, microwave going off. That's about what you might have heard the earlier and like tip a tap with my dog's up. She's not barking much good. We're almost finished the episode anyway, so. Seems to be when my wife leaves, that's when she wants to bark at me when I'm on the computer. Okay, wild swing. And we won the battle. First blood! Oh, card condition. Erica's escaped, Lawrence escaped. Kira is seriously wounded. Gosh, yes. The whole family fights violently. Until the giant man enters the oh crud, with a loud, terrifying laugh. And now the slower he screams. What? More fight? What the fudge? Okay, considering what just happened, you'll sit out the fight this time. Apparently another 5 people. I was about to end it. 20! What the fudge? Okay, wait. Oh! Did he just... Where did he go? Why are they disappearing? What the fudge? Did he just kill the other 2? What happened to him? Okay, why is he getting goals? Where's my goal? What the fudge? How does I win that? Broken jaw. Broken ribs. Wow. In at hell's door. The giant man is covered in blood, sweat and tears, his eyes twitching frantically. Ha ha ha! See who's your master, huh? Freaking weaklings! I'm Bonjo, head clever, fools, and everything on that island is mine. So you are mine, Muddets. I explained just once, cause me don't like the talking, so keep your ears opened. You will live until I decide you're of no use to me. Then your tiny freaking heads will add to my collection. Every 7 moons, one of my stupid underlings will come. You will pay him tribute, understand? Yeah, already lagging behind. I want 10 wood in 5 days. If I'm happy with what I receive, you may live another week, or maybe not. Understood, them wits? Yeah, life's mine. And no way out, only for the valleys of hell. Hell, or whatever. Ha! And last piece of advice. There are men of mine patrolling the woods. They will attack you on sight. Can't help it. They must pay tribute too. So, it's them or you. Farewell, pedants. If we meet again, believe me, it won't be a good sign for your stupid head. Okay, he's really nasty, isn't he? And then they left. Eric, Bloodween, Karen, and Mora didn't dare move for a while, even after Bloodween and his men were out of the sight. Checking if everyone was more or less fine, they slightly returned to their tasks. Silently returned, sorry, not slightly, silently. Yeah, they slightly did it. I'm going to slightly explore this area. Was it a shame? Or pain? No one was in the mood to talk about what happened. And they're all depressed, great. Well, yeah, one got a broken jaw, got broken ribs, so... And one seriously injured, yeah. I think I'd be depressed too in that situation. Wait for the first tribute. Please like, please subscribe, please next time if you haven't already, share this video and watch more, take a look at the series, put any comments you want, and what do you think of this game? Do you think it's worth doing a series on in future, or taking a look at it later on? I don't know. But put your comments, what's your opinion on it? What do you think of it and all that? And have a great day out there. See you next week. Bye everybody!